All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Racha HaKodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to you, sincere, hopeful, elect Akim that push the word of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai in spirit and in truth. Coming back with another lesson, and this is from Indy 100. And as you see, the title says the latest on the astronauts stuck in space who say they don't feel like castaways. All right. And I had seen this on the news about a day or two ago. And, I just had to laugh to myself because as advanced as Esau claims his technology is and whatnot, he has astronauts that are stuck in space against their will. They don't want to be up there floating around, for months on end. All right. But nevertheless, the Heavenly Father has them stuck up there, floating in space. All right, not capable of actually coming back down to the earth. Okay, and if you know anything about space travel, supposedly, um, the longer you are in space, the more density you lose in your bones. All right. So when you actually the longer you are in space, the more time you spend in space, when you come back to the earth, there's a lot of density that your bones lose, in which, that makes your bones fragile. You gotta pretty much strengthen your bones again. It's like a baby deer that's born, Bambi. When a baby deer is born, it's got to learn how to walk. So it looks all crazy when it's born trying to stand up. It's on shaky legs and whatnot, like a boxer. Gets clipped. All right. They might experience a flash knockdown. All right. Uh, or not even a flash knockdown. A knockdown that pretty much um, puts them on spaghetti legs. That's how these astronauts. That's how they are when they come back down to Earth. All right. So with these idiots being stuck in space for so long, if they ever do come back, man, they gonna have some weak bones. All right. So it's a lucky for my rant, man. But they going through it up there. All right. So let me read some of this. Let me get some precepts. All right. So it says there are new updates on the two American NASA astronauts as they entered 2025, still stuck in space and have been up there for over 6 months. Astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams traveled to the International Space Station on June 5th last year on board Boeing's Starliner in a mission that was supposed to last just 8 days. All right, so excuse me. These peons was only supposed to be up in space for 8 days. Okay, and it turns out that they've been stuck since June. They've been stuck in space for over 6 months, man. A mission that was only supposed to last 8 days has turned into over 6 months. All right, that's the Most High showing that He's in charge. All right, they had goals and aspirations, and the Most High threw a monkey wrench in their plans to where, you know, they up in space, floating around, losing bone density. All right, probably, tweaking out. Being up there has got to do some type of neurological damage. All right, they're up in space with a or some degree of space, so to say, without a superhuman body, without an extraterrestrial body. Okay, So they're being affected by the time that they spend up there, man. All right, we as Israelites in the kingdom are gonna have superhuman bodies, extraterrestrial bodies that are able to, you know, maneuver on Earth as well as, you know, be in space and not be affected in a negative way. Okay, these mortals here, these Edomite mortals that lack pigment, they don't have that. All right, they don't have superhuman bodies. Okay, so you know there's all kind of damage that's being done to their bodies by being up there in space, uh, unwarranted. All right, without a permission, so to say, from the Heavenly Father. Okay, it says, continuing, it says, however, issues with the Boeing Starliner spacecraft emerged when docking at the International Space Station, and so it returned to Earth without the pair inside in September due to safety concerns. All right. It says, in this time, the two have voted in the U.S. election and celebrated Thanksgiving and Christmas up in space. All right. The spacecraft also carries special items for the crew to celebrate the holidays aboard an aboard the orbital platform. NASA explained in December, along with 2 cargo deliveries containing clothes, food, water, and oxygen. So these idiots, if they don't receive a steady supply of oxygen, you know they can die up there. Okay, they can die up there if they don't receive food and oxygen and water and whatnot. They're in uncharted territory. Okay, they're in a they're playing around in the Most High's backyard. Okay, without permission. And I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up stuck up there. It would be crazy if they ended up being stuck up there when all this war breaks out and they get wappled zappled by a right aiming thunderbolt, upon the Lord's return, man. That would be funny. I pray that happens. Okay. It says the astronauts return journey has been pushed back a number of times. Most recently, they had been scheduled to make the journey home in February, but last month this was delayed once again. Okay. This is due to issues with the SpaceX rocket that will take them back down to Earth, being behind schedule. All right. So this is funny, man. This pretty much. There's a little bit more, but that's pretty much the gist of this article. But here it is. The Lord got these idiots stuck in space because they're trying to play God. All right, they're trying to play God, and the Lord ain't with that. Okay, ultimately, but the Lord having them stuck in space is the Lord showing that He's in control. All right, and really they're trying to defy the Heavenly Father, which is why Jeremiah 31 and 35 says this: Thus saith Yahweh, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinance of the moon and the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name. Okay, so the Heavenly Father is the one who created the sun, the moon, the stars, and they have a set purpose. All right, the sun, the moon, the stars have a set purpose. The sun, tells the time during the day, and the moon tells the time of the month. Okay, and they both provide light in those respective times. All right, the daytime the sun provides that light, and the moon at night provides that light. But they're both instruments used to tell time. And the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is the one that created those. All right, Yahweh Shai and the elect through the ordinance of the Heavenly Father. Okay, the Elohim is created the heavens. Okay, it says, if those ordinances depart from before me, saith Yahweh, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. So if Esau is able to map out the heavens and the earth, and he's able to, sabotage what the Heavenly Father has created, what the Elohim through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has created. Um, like the Asians, the Chinese said they want to they're trying to create a alternative sun that's more it's hotter and more powerful than the sun itself. You got who was that? I think I forget who it was, but they said they want to blow the moon up. Just idiotic statements and aspirations that Esau, Edom, and the heathen have. That's them, trying to sabotage the Most High's creation in hopes that they can take over. All right, and these idiots going to space is a clear example of that, and that's why they looking real retarded. Looking real retarded. Look at her. She look tired, man. She's tired. She's beat. All right. This guy, he's he look like he need to put his glasses on. this this guy look like he's over it. I'm over it, man. I'm tired. That's what that guy look like. And he looked like he just got up there. Like he ready to hit the weights. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, 2025, yo. 2025, man. Jeremiah 31-36. Once again, it says, if those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Lord Yahweh, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me, forever. All right, so part of the reason why you have, Esau taking on all these endeavors, trying to explore everything is for the purpose of, the Heavenly Father doing away with the nation of Israel as a whole, and Esau attempting to get his birthright back. Okay, but we know that the Lord he's going to upset Esau's plans. All right, which is why everything is going wrong for Esau. All these space explorations, these rockets being shot off, exploding mid-flight, not even taking off and just exploding at the launch pad and all that. That's the Lord working for us, man. Showing that Esau is not in control of nothing. All right, Esau is not in control of anything. It's the Heavenly Father that's in control. All right, verse 37, it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith Yahweh. All right. So Esau's not going to be able to complete that impossible mission. All right. Esau's on a crash out mission. But he really thinks that he's going to be able to, search out the heavens and the earth. All right. Just like he thinks he's going to be able to set up these 15-minute cities by way of, destroying, via his, economic weapons, his using his eco-terrorism, to bring about, his 15-minute cities, his new world order and all that. All right, the Lord he's gonna throw a monkey wrench in that as well. Okay, he's only gonna get so far, man, because the Lord is not gonna do with the nation of Israel as a whole. All right, according to prophecy, according to the promise. All right, this is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 3. I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? All right. Esau, Edom. They made they habitation high. That's why they have these sky rises, these skyliners, these big ass buildings. And every downtown you go to in America, they got big buildings for the most part in every downtown, major downtowns. I'll say they got sky rises, big ass buildings all over the place, which reminds them of Petra. Okay, and that's pride, man. That'll have you build a structure like that, knowing that you know earthquakes could cripple that and destroy that. But that's them remnants of the Tower of Babel. That Esau wants to commemorate, which is why he builds like that. It reminds him of Petra, and also he wants to be a demon and defy the Heavenly Father. Be rebellious against the Heavenly Father. All right, because in the scriptures it tells you in the law that you're only supposed to build so high. Because if you fall off that roof, at least you have a chance of making it. If it's if you fell from a story or two, you falling from damn 7 stories, 8 stories, you most likely gonna give up the ghost. All right. But Esau, his pride is astronomical. All right, pun intended. Verse 4 it says, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord." Okay, so in the late 60s, early 70s is, all those Apollo missions, Esau claiming he went to the moon, all right, in the late 60s, all right, and ultimately, him setting up the International Space Station is him thinking that he set up him actually setting his nest amongst the stars. All right, they have certain space weapons, that they intend on using. All right, him setting his nest amongst the stars, like an eagle, because the eagle, is the highest flying bird. All right, a lot of information or they gather pretty much a lot of information by being out in space. Okay, but they get terrorized too by the chariots. They be seeing the chariots and whatnot, and that freaks them out as well. Okay, but since Esau has claimed to have gone to space, America has been at a steady decline. Even though you've had technical advancements and with the advent of the internet and things of that nature, technology with vehicles advancing and all kind of different things. Still, even with that, America has been fallen from that pinnacle that it was once at. All right, so with those Edomites getting stuck in that nest, all right, so to say, with these Edomites getting stuck in this nest, being the ISS, it just goes to show that, hey, the Lord is about to disrupt everything Esau got going, man. All the hopes and aspirations and goals and deadlines that Esau wants to hit for smart cities and NWO, and even with these idiots trying to come back home. They've been up there 6 months. It was only supposed to be 8 days. All right. They thought they was about to come back in March or February, but it got delayed once again. All right. Right here, February. Okay. The most recently they had been scheduled to make their journey home in February, but last month this was delayed once again. So the Lord is disrupting and disappointing everything Esau has planned, man. So I pray these fools get stuck up there and tell you how a shy come back, and they get wapple zappo, all right, or just run out of oxygen and food or something, turn into cannibalistic zombies and start eating each other or something. Zombies in space, all right. So Lord willing, this was edifying. Until next time, shalom.